Friends, in this video, I just want to share whatever I know about the origin, existence, and development of cricket, and that I knew as in the old days. I was avid reader of the international sports magazine that was Wisden Cricket Monthly, and also two famous sports week and sports star magazine in India itself. And it all started in England in 18th century, but the cricket in the initial days and the cricket in the modern day that we see, watch the games, is different to a great extent. The major difference is that now rules and regulations are fixed, and one major difference in the whole game is that earlier people used to bowl underarm. That means they kept running in the same way, but they released the ball underarm because they believed that this gives more pace and accuracy. But the ball didn't bounce, and girls were not allowed to play cricket. So, when girls started playing cricket later on, they discovered that when they bowl underarm, they are not comfortable because of their skirt. So they just tried to bowl overarm like this way, and very soon the guys discovered that this way ball is little bit slower, but there is bounce which is very helpful in playing short. So boys also tried to bowl overarm. Later on their action changed altogether, and now we see that this action is more than fine, and 100-mile speed is generated. So as I said that earlier, when cricket was played by the English people, only rich affluent feudals were playing cricket matches. But due to the British colonial rule, cricket spread to all those countries, and where Britishers were ruling, India was one among them. But let me tell you the very specific rules which changed with the development of this game. Like the width of the cricket bat was not fixed. They used the bat according to their convenience. But later on it was limited up to 4¼ inches. Now it is not allowed to have a bat wider than the set measurement. In the same way, the width of the stump is 9 inches, and length of pitch is 22 yard, that is 20.14 meter. One major difference is that over consisted 8 balls in the old days. Now it is 6 only. And some of the differences that happened in the modern day cricket is that earlier there were the test matches, the county matches which lasted up to 3 or 5 days respectively. But now we see that one day format is introduced, and then 2020. Actually, the cricket pundits or those experts believed that test cricket is the only way to test stamina, endurance, skill to the full potential, and the possibility is infinite to score, especially in test matches. But later on they discovered that even after 5 days, it is not sure to get result. So we are not sure to get the result. So they thought that they should go for the limited version of cricket, like one day. And the way of playing was little bit different. So initially it started in Australia. Gary Packer was the man who thought that if cricketers used colorful dresses, it will be much more attractive, and if more number of 4 and 6s are hit, it will make the game more popular. So Gary Packer was a billionaire, and he uh, wanted cricketers to play for his own league, which was unofficial league in Australia. ICC didn't confirm it, and Australian Cricket Board too. So Gary Packer, being very rich, uh, signed contract with the cricketers and forced them to play the cricket league of one day matches, and it was all unofficial. Those who played for Gary Packer were banned in international cricket. But later on, all the major cricket playing nations realized that it may be different. The scoring is fast, but no doubt it is going to be very popular. So ICC decided that they will allow players to play limited edition of cricket, and one day cricket started being played in Australia. Later on, it spread, it was confirmed by ICC as official tournament, official match, and now we see one day cricket. But that one day cricket, even that one day cricket is a gone saga. Now we see 2020 matches. Now, the major drawback with this game is that it takes too much time, and if you decide to watch the whole game, it will just spoil one working day. That is the point, negative point, which is a great hurdle hindrance in the development of cricket. So thank God this 2020 game is started. But some of the expert players still believe that, like football matches which goes up to 90 minutes only, we should invent yet another format of a game. And Sunil Gavaskar suggested all in advance that there should be a game, a cricket game, which will go up to 15 or 16 over, possibly up to 20. But all the batsmen will not be allowed to bat. All the players, only the batsman role will be limited. The batsman will bat only up to 6 number, including wicket keeper. The bowlers will bowl, and play they will play their own, they will display their own skill only. Bowlers will be bowler, there will be no all rounder. In that way, the major benefit is, like in 2020 matches, if only one wicket is down and 9 wickets in reserve, 3 wickets, 3 overs remaining, then they just try to hit unorthodox shot just to score maximum runs, because they very well know that there are 8 more wickets. So this very feeling leads to unusual shot, which is not which we do not see in the past. So Sunil Gavaskar suggested that if there are only 6 wicket or 6 batsmen in reserve, then the opener will think twice to play any risky shot, unorthodox shot, and against the rule of cricket. And I am also of the opinion that batsmen should be up to 6 number, and bowler will bowl only. In that way, cricketers will not play reckless shot, which is against the rule of cricket. So it would make cricket more popular. And as we see that in the present date, we have got 12 full-time cricket playing nations, means ICC is a full-time member. ICC confirms it is not on a particular nation that they will start playing cricket. Firstly, ICC confirms that now their level of playing cricket is up to the expectation, a certain level, and then they allow them to play cricket with other cricket playing nations. So we have got 12 cricket playing nations, and then 94 or perhaps 90 associate countries. So I think that if 6-a-side is started, then it will make cricket more popular. Or otherwise, if 10 batsmen bats for 20 in 20 overs, then they play reckless shot, just like baseball. Hit the ball in as you wish across the line. So cricket is very different from baseball, and if you hit a shot, if you play a shot in a copybook style, that means as one is supposed to play, then the shots are very decent, elegance, and we call that is a very stylish player. But throwing hand altogether in a very unorganized manner just to hit the ball and score the run, it all spoils the decency of cricket. Anyway, we all know that over the years cricket changed, and still many more changes are bound to happen. We see that now leg before wicket is decided by the third umpire. Electronic camera gadgets are used, and now cricket is being played in a very is being played fair and square, no controversies. But let us focus how actually it started in India. In India, the Parsi community was the first community. The Parsis were the only people who started playing, established first cricket club in India, Indian Gymkhana in Bombay. And apart from Parsis, the feudals, the king during the British era, were the member of the cricket team, or they played cricket only. They only played cricket, and uh, India made the tour of England first. So cricket started in Bombay, and it was said in the past that it is easier to face India than Bombay. So most of the players were from Bombay in cricket, in Indian cricket team. And when we talk about the players, earlier there were some legend. People say that Bradman is the best batsman. But I want to tell you people that Bradman scored at the average of 90, but he played matches between England and Australia only. Some people argue that had Bradman played the variety of attack, Indian spinners, and if he had played cricket with all cricketing nations like Sri Lanka, Pakistan, India, then his average might have uh, come down to 70, and it is 90 only because when we play cricket with only two between two nations, then they pick up the bowler very carefully, the length, because Jahir Abbas has more or less Bradman's average between when he played against India. Grant Flower maintains 100 average when he plays against India. So when sometimes it is seen that a certain player clicks for better when he plays against a particular country. So I think that in my opinion, if Bradman had faced varied attack, then his performance might have got affected. Then we concentrate on some of the cricketing legend in the modern day cricket, especially in the last 50 years. We see the Vivian Richards, Dennis Lilly, Bradman, uh, from England, Lan Hutton, and Danish Amis, who invented the helmet, and in India, C.K. Naidu, Colonel C.K. Naidu, Ranjit Singh ji, who also played for England, and he was an Indian. His leg glance is said to be the classic shot. Ranjit Singh ji was a very sweet timer of ball. In the modern day, we see that whole of Indian cricket revolves around in Sunil Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, Lala Amarnath, and Vijay Hazare, C.K. Naidu. In the very recent past, Mahendra Singh Dhoni, Saurav Ganguly, Sachin Tendulkar, they are the cricketing legend. So it is more than entertaining to watch these cricketers playing. But as being a fast bowler myself, so I always appreciate Shoaib Akhtar, because it doesn't depend how long, tall, how sturdy stature you have. When you be a fast bowler, the most important thing is that there should be a burning appetite and a fire within yourself to bowl fast and fast. You should be crazy, you should be maniac, you should be obsessed with speed. Then only you become a fast bowler. And yes, of course, a good and decent accent is very much necessary. But to survive for long, to last for long, you need to have a certain kind of fire within yourself. Then you become a good fast bowler. When I talk about swing bowler, Kapil is one of the most sensational swing bowler in the modern day cricket. One of the most sensational. If you ask me about my most favorite cricketer, then I think a cricketer who is a good captain, a very reliable batsman, and at the same time he must be capable of taking wickets. Then you consider that he is a complete cricketer, because you may be exceptionally champion batsman, but if you click for better in bowling, batting, that doesn't mean I'm talking about all rounders only. I mean to say, if you are capable of getting selected merely on the basis of batting, merely on the basis of bowling, then you are really a champion cricketer. And in these respects, out of all the contemporary cricketers, I think it all starts from Gary Sobers, Richard Hadley, Ian Botham, Imran Khan, Kapil Dev. They are said to be the great all-rounders. But I think in the entire history of cricket, think, if I judge cricketers on this criteria, that equally good batsman, equally good bowler, pure batsman, pure bowler, all rounder, a captain, then I think that Jack Scalise is the best cricketer in the entire cricketing history, in my opinion, because Jack Scalise has scored more than 10,000, equal to Sunil Gavaskar. So as a batsman, he can remain in the team. Jack Scalise has taken more near about 400 wickets. Taking 400 wickets means you are a pure bowler. He was a successful captain, and in that way, I can say that Jack Scalise is one of the cricketers who can go for the ICC Hall of Fame forever. And actually, I have made a note of that. What actually I am going to share with you. So let me see if I am, uh, if I have got something more to say. So okay, actually, I mentioned that my favorite cricketer. See, when we talk about the history of modern cricket, there can never be a one favorite cricketer. So my favorite cricketer is Jack Scalise, no doubt about that. But apart from Jack Scalise, Shoaib Akhtar, and English batsman Graham Gooch, who played with a very straight bat, shot. Virat Kohli in this age, but I do not follow Virat Kohli because in the recent years, especially for the last 12, 10 or 12 years, I didn't follow the matches. You won't believe I'm talking too much about cricket, but I have never ever seen full IPL match since the beginning. You may think that this is not a valid statement, this person is misleading, but I do not watch IPL. I watch the World Cup cricket, that too for 30 or 45 minutes in a stretch. And yes, I could share all the things that I know about cricket in an unorganized way, and I hope that you will keep on supporting cricket. I'm a well wisher. I do not follow cricket. Actually, you won't believe that in 2019 cricket was played, World Cup, and at that time I was in a mood to shift from Bihar to Jharkhand. So I was planning, I was thinking, I was running institute, and in Bihar I was engaged full time, for the full day. So I had to check. I had no idea that World Cup in 2019 was won by England. It was not in my memory. So once I was arguing with somebody that England should win for the first time. The fellow told that in 2009 England already is champion. So that was not known to me. In 2019 I didn't watch a single match of World Cup. Sometime it happens. So whatever I talked about my past experience, the ages of Sunil Gavaskar, Kapil Dev, and I want cricket to be a global game. But contrary to that, that it should not spoil the young generation, that they should kill time unnecessarily. So cricket and the format of cricket, as I said, that six a side, six batsmen will be bat only. They will not throw their bat. So I think if such format is invented after 2020, all the associate countries, and in associate countries there are countries like China, America, Canada, many more countries, African countries, they want to nurture cricket in their own country, but they are afraid by the idea that if cricket is spread, then people will get maniac crazy about that, and it would not be a good sign for overall good healthy sign for sports. So definitely they are justified to some extent, but I think that if is a, there is a one limited edition, a new edition, because in IPL we see that it takes at least 3 hours, 3.5 hours to complete a match. So if a match which lasts up to 2 hours only, like football match, then it would be a good sign for the development of cricket. That is what I wanted to I want to happen. Let us see what happens.